And happy hump day. I'm so glad you're here with us this morning, and I'm really glad that Elishia is here with us this morning. These are some of her projects, and they are super amazing, and she's going to tell us about them. You can see she's kind of got a vintage style, I would say kind of a Tim Holtzy maker style. Lots of really cool stuff. And oh, Donna, it's wet in Indiana. That's too bad. Hi, Arlene. Hi, Chris. Hi, Marianne. Hi. There's Bonnie and Elizabeth. Thanks everybody for joining us. I'm trying to get something cleared off my screen. We have something that's popped up on our screen. That's the stars, and please ignore those because we're not doing stars. We don't expect people to give us stars, but unfortunately it's right in the middle of the comments right now, Dawn, so it's going to be interesting reading comments. And Penny brought this to show us too.
Oh, Penny.
So we've got a few things to show you,
and
then we'll get Elishia here to show us all those amazing projects.
Oh, did you already show them? They're so cool. They're so cool.
We just did a scan by. I like that scan by term. What do you think about it? See, I can't
cool.
get this off my screen.
Oh.
And I meant to disable that when I started.
Huh.
So.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, before we show you the new product that came in, and oh my gosh, you guys, it's the coolest new product. I think you're going to love it. Penny, bless her heart, she is a gnome lover, and she colored. She loves Copic coloring, so she colored this woodware gnome stamp for us, and this one is called Gnome Gift. It's $8.99, and we should show all the rest of them. There's a whole bunch of them.
Okay, so there's her coloring. Let me back up a little bit, Dawn. She wanted to make one kind of patriotic. That's why she made it red and blue, to show you that it could be Christmas, but it doesn't have to be.
Right.
You can color it whatever color you want.
And let's see, do not open until the 25th. Happy Christmas. Ho, 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 it's Christmas and gnome for you. And then it even has a little tag that you could stamp and write on and then die cut or cut out and put a punch in. And I think that hanging from the tag would be really cute. But should we show them all the other stuff?
Yes, we should.
All right, let's go. Before we get to
we'll show you the other
the really cool stuff that just came in. Well, and you know what? We should just stop right there at the picket fence. Hi, Janine.
Dawn had a cute top on.
You're in the video. We're
Penny.
showing
There's
your
the artist right there.
We're showing your coloring. But look at all these so cute woodware stamps. So this one is reindeer gnome.
They're only $8.99. That's what's kind of amazing about them.
And they have the really cool little messages on them. And I think you're going to find these under new and woodware stamps. Is that?
And also under Christmas, I think.
This one's seasonal gnome. And look at, he's got a light and he's holding a present. Let your Christmas be bright and merry. Wishing you joy this Christmas. Love that. And this one is Snow Gnome. Winter wishes, wishing you a fabulous Christmas. Let it snow. This one is Christmas Tree Gnome. And their hat, his hat is a Christmas tree. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. 'Tis the season to be jolly. This one is Loving Snowman. Winter wishes, let it snow. Oh, love that. I think that one colored. I might even try to color that one. That's pretty cute. And then we have the Gnome Gift, that Penny.
Can you show Penny's again? Because what I want to point out are these little dots that are on the stamp, and I think they make it look a little more dimensional and easier for shading. So those little black dots are on the stamps. And I thought that was really
it
neat.
makes you look like a professional.
Darlene loves the gnomes.
Aw. And we have one left, and this is Rejoice, and it's the nativity scene. And so you could stamp the outside. This could be a fun like slimline or a 5x7 card. Let us adore him. And then the message is, may your Christmas be peaceful and filled with love. Did you just take a picture?
I turned on the flash, Dawn.
Oh my
I'm sorry,
God.
nobody knows this. I'm trying to get a little
Rejoice.
thing off my phone because it's covering up the messages, and I'm having a hard time seeing them and listening and looking at the stuff and aiming the
I know
camera.
it's a lot to do.
It's right over the top of everybody's message. So anyway,
Oh.
that's okay.
All right, well, let's show them the brand new blue fern that just came in. And we might as well just stop right here because
Do you
we
want to
have it on display.
or all this? Okay.
So, well, up here.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that came in.
So here's the ribbon. It's dark over here. Oh, because of the. Okay, this is 1 yard of really cool ribbon that came.
Like crocheted flowers, which you could cut apart or use in a string, use for embellishments.
And that is.
$3.99.
And then we got these, they call them bits and bobs, which I think are really fun. And let me open those up because I don't think the packaging does them justice.
So these are
Look at
printed
even
cards.
look at even that the packaging you can use, but they're really
So
fun.
they're like cards. That's
They're
funny.
4 by
called
6. They're 4 by 6. So like the back is a frame. Yeah. Excuse me. But they're like just really old-fashioned vintage cards, and they really do look vintage. Like you don't even have to do anything with them.
They're almost like a postcard.
Mm-hmm.
And they're $5.99, and you get 24. And the good thing is, Dawn, you get
Look
some
at, you
multiples.
can use
'cause
that for
sometimes I have
journaling.
a hard time using things because I'm a hoarder, and then once you use it, you're done. So you've got multiples in here.
I just think both sides of them are oh, look at that. Holy cow. And if you guys think this is neat, wait till you see the papers. Oh my gosh, they are
And this is called Yuletide.
Yuletide, yep.
And is
And
it online under Yuletide, under collections and new and Christmas, or?
it should be under new and blue fern Yuletide. And let's see, these are the same. These are the Yuletide ephemera. I don't know if you can
You get
see
27. Yeah, we can see it. They're $5.99. You get 27 pieces. They look layered.
And then the 8x8 paper pad, and this is $10.99, and you get 20 double-sided papers.
Thanks for opening these, Dawn. It's nice to,
Well,
when you're looking from far away, it's nice to be able to see things out of the package.
look at this plaid. It looks like it's been layered for 25 years.
Little cut aparts.
Look at the back of that. I'm just going to show, well, that's the same. Okay, look at that one. And I don't know that I necessarily care for her, but you know what I would do is I would cut around that and stick an embellishment or ephemera or another picture in there. I think that would be really fun. But look at the lace that is torn in there and layered.
Oh, Elaine is watching. I just talked to her last night.
And Elena Simonian.
Elaine, no.
Oh, Elaine. Okay, look at this. It's dreamy. It's dreamy.
Dawn, do you know if the ribbon is in the same place? We had a question about where to find the ribbon. Is that in the
I would
same
assume
collection?
it would be. I
So
didn't put it on, but I
Blue Fern
assume it would be.
Studios Yuletide.
Diane, if you're watching,
It is. It's all in that.
It's all in the collection, so you can find it all together.
look at the plaid. Look at the
It's like
Thank you.
ripped up fabric.
and the blue bird sitting there. It's gorgeous.
We were at my mother-in-law's last night on the farm, and she said she's had like flocks of bluebirds
Oh my gosh.
coming to her place, and she thinks they're gathering and getting ready to
Oh.
go wherever they go for the winter.
How fun. And this paper, wait till you see this in the 12 by 12. I want to make this the cover of a Christmas album. That paper right there. Okay,
So we're
so
gonna go-
here we go.
Do you want it? They're
Should we-
all right
you
there.
wanna
and
do
you don't
them
have
here?
to bend over, Dawn.
And that's important.
Well, if they're all here for you.
All right,
That's
this
probably
is
my favorite
This is
one.
the front. This one is called Sleigh Ride. And look at the barn board and the fabric, the plaid. Love that. Okay, this one is Christmas wrappings. so,
And it's
so
very
fun.
heavy paper.
Oh, yeah. Yep. It's a heavier weight than your normal paper. But what I love about this is you can do a 6x6 album and get so much out of one sheet of paper, or a 6x8, and look at that for the front cover right there. Oh, it's gorgeous. And here's a cut apart. This one's called Christmas Trimmings. And you could do this for the front of your cards, but you better get a few sheets because you're going to want to use the
Michelle
back
said
too.
to send it all to her house.
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Okay, this is called Cozy Compliments. And this one is Frosted Skates. That is,
pretty floral.
isn't that just
Yeah.
beautiful? And this again on the front of an album, like a 6x8, or do it as a 12x12 and do your picture in here. This one is Holly Berries. And these papers are all $1.29 because they are the heavier weight papers. Look at that sleigh. It's just gorgeous. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I don't want Amber to miss out. Amber just joined us, and so if anybody just joined us, this is the new Blue Fern Studios Yuletide collection, and it's online if you want to get a better look and study it. It's under New and Blue Fern
Yuletide.
Studios Yuletide.
This one's called Joyous Illumination. Again,
Where do they come
that
up with
plaid,
these names?
that plaid ribbon. Okay, this one's Home for Christmas with the front door. That would be a neat title for your album,
I think
Home
that
for
would
Christmas.
be a nice scrapbook page.
Absolutely.
So they make great layouts too.
This one is 'Tis the Season. Again, you could print on this, do your whole picture on here. Okay, this is Winter Wonderland, and look at that right there. That, it even says Christmas book, and remember Diane's Christmas book that she just showed us, the long one that she showed, and it had Christmas book on it, and here's the paper that already says it. I just think that is so fun. And look at the sweater on that paper. Really cool.
Perfect for you, Dawn.
Okay, well, and let's see. We wanted to let everybody know that Diane's In the Leaves album kit is going to be ready today. We're waiting on the last item, and it has shipped, and it's due in today. We've checked the shipping boxes. They should be in, and so the kits are all ready to go. She's just going to drop that last piece in. And these kits are... Diane, how much are your kits? She's not listening. Anyway, this is
We
In the
don't know how much
Leaves.
they are.
In the Leaves kit, and she hasn't attached this because next week she's going to be here and she's going to demo this. But look, it's got pockets, and this is the last piece
We
that
do have
goes.
a few people that are on a list for this, and we'll be calling you
And
today.
we'll be calling as soon as the last piece comes in. But if you're not on the list and you want to be on the list, give us a call. But
74.
$74 are these kits, and it has so much product, and products that you won't even use in the kit, and have so much left over you could probably even do another smaller album. We do have the 6x8
Back
in the leaves.
stock.
Look at that.
Yay.
It's scrumptious.
That people were really wanting that, and we didn't have it, but now we do.
Now we do. And the rub-ons in the leaves.
And
Look
this
at
is all
that.
going to be online if you go to 49 and mark it in the leaves under our new collections.
And
I have not got this yet, Dawn. I need to get it.
then the 12x12 collection pack, and that's $14.99. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's just got the best stuff in it. So all the rest of this stuff on the table that we have laid out here is products that Elishia has used in her projects that she's going to share with us today. So we can even show this table again at the end, but her projects are delightful. How's that for a new word?
Thank you.
They're delightful. So let me give the
They are
microphone.
delightful. Well, Elishia, welcome, welcome. This is the first time Alicia's, well, she's been here many times.
Yes.
She's a very popular customer.
Don't tell my husband
Got a
that.
lot of-
Oh, she never comes in here. We don't even know who
she
she
doesn't.
is.
She never spends anything, but she does.
Your
come in.
husband isn't
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah, no.
right?
Oh,
No, he's
Kimberly said that put out the link for the Yuletide. Thank you, Kimberly, for doing that. That's so sweet.
Oh my gosh, Elishia.
So Kim,
Maybe you should start here. Because since we just showed all that
I
Christmas.
brought a little
So,
bit of everything.
Tell us about yourself and a little bit. And
So I have probably been a customer here probably close to when you guys opened. I think the year,
about 20 years then.
yeah, probably about 20 years.
You were just a toddler then.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So when I got married, I started scrapbooking, and then once I had kids, I started scrapbooking, and then it kind of morphed into this. So I just love it.
Awesome.
It's
Amazing.
it's my happy place. I have
Oh,
a
well,
room.
thank you. You're doing Crafty is happy, right?
Yeah. Yep. I have a room so I can make a mess and walk away. That's the only way I've been able to keep doing
That's
it.
the way
so.
to do it. Helps
Yeah.
with the family, doesn't it?
So this is one of my Christmas books. Can you see it?
Oh my gosh, yes, it's amazing.
Pretty much everything on here is Tim Holtz. The actual photos that I put in almost all of my projects are just copies. I do not use the original photos. And I make all the copies here at the store. I like the weight of the paper because I can rough them up and stain them and grunge them, and it holds up. The ink never smears or anything like that. So.
And that's a great tip that we do have a very nice
Yeah.
copier here.
Yep.
And you won't even notice that these
No.
are colored copies.
No, yep, they're all copies. And
Oh
these
my
are all
gosh.
pictures of
Dawn, had you seen this
my mom's
before?
family. Yeah.
Well, some of her albums. That's why I wanted
Yeah.
her to come in and show them.
The
I know.
gold just pops. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, Elishia, I love it.
And that would be a Sizzix die.
Yep. And I think that one was one of the Tim Holtz ones. I've had it for a couple of years. But I like to do the tape thing, so see, I get little ideas from watching all the videos and stuff like that, so I can make my own tape.
Mary once added
With
to your
alcohol
Christmas list.
I know, that's the funny part. I just give a lot of these away to my family.
Oh my.
So yeah.
Yeah, this is over the top. Oh my word.
But look at the
I love
old
it.
photos.
I love the old pictures.
You're lucky you have those. Not
Yeah.
everybody has that. But
Yeah.
you can put new photos in too. They don't have
Oh,
to
yeah.
be old ones.
And I do make books with new photos in it also, like of my kids, like more current and recent photos. And there was like a stamp. I think that's one of the Tim Holtz Christmas stamps.
Alicia's a big Tim Holtz fan.
I love Tim Holtz.
If you don't know that already, you'll know by the end of the
Yep.
morning.
I love Tim Holtz.
Wendy Jean says it's amazing, Elishia.
Thank
it really
you.
is. This is the first time I've seen it too. So if the camera goes off to the side, it's because I'm busy. Looking at Alicia's stuff. And those little slide chipboards, they're coming back out. They're changed a little bit, but he's
Yep.
got them coming out in his new line too.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
The velvet trim.
Yep, the
down
velvet
here.
trim.
And the flares.
And even the little old rub-ons. I'm not sure if they still have those or not, but
Well, he's got new ones coming.
yep.
Yeah, and there's something kind of like the flare. I can't remember what he's coming out with his new stuff, but something real
Yeah,
similar.
it kind of had more of the ones that I saw, it had more of like these on them. Like it looked like a little
old
bit.
tags.
Yeah, yep. Yep. So yeah.
Wow.
And then like this one, I put the fringe, whatever that paper fringe stuff in
I
there.
saw it on the cover too,
Yeah.
and I really liked it.
Yep.
Okay, they have a question for you.
Yep.
What are you using for the base of your pages?
So this one, I just used pieces of cardboard. What do I want to say?
chipboard?
Yeah,
Chipboard?
more like chipboard.
Okay.
And honestly, some of it I think was pieces if you guys stuck it in my sack to keep my paper flat.
Oh,
I just
sure,
used that and
yeah.
cut that up. And then I put the paper on top of it. I either use score tape sometimes or just the big tape runner, depending on how careful I want to be with it. And then I sand everything, so I don't have to cut it and have it on there perfect.
Then you sand it
I
after you
sand
get
it and
on there,
ink
sure.
everything. I mean, I'm huge into sanding and inking and making it look old. So,
And there's the stitches stamp down
Yep.
there.
yep.
Do you, let's see, we just had a question. Oh, do you cut down the size of your original pictures, or are those the real sizes?
It depends. Some of them I do, but some of them, like this one. So when I print them off here at the store, usually you guys will print them off on like an 11 by 14 sheet of paper, and then I go home and I cut them all out. So it can be a little time consuming. But I
worth
just
it.
like,
I would say it's
totally worth it.
I
Yeah.
have all this ephemera that I have not used because
Yeah.
I've just been saving it, but now
Yeah.
I'm
So you'll see
thinking
in
this is
some of
pretty cool.
them,
It really pops.
like this one was the actual Christmas card. So this is a copy But then I used the decal trimmer.
to ask you.
Yeah, to give it that texture around the edges. So this is actually a copy of the Christmas card.
And then she used Kelly's old tape.
Yep.
Where you
Yep.
use
Alcohol ink to tape. Yep.
And we do have a video of that on our YouTube channel if you're interested in seeing about the tape and how to age it.
Yeah. And I'm not scared to like really sand stuff down. Like I sanded that to make it look kind of scraped up like that.
It looks good.
Thank
Gosh,
you.
Just the gold accents really do it for me. That
Thanks.
pops.
And then
It's a
same
popper.
thing, some of this stuff is just stuff I found who knows where. So
Love it.
Well,
And
let
I
me
did
show
use
the
some of the
cover
mica.
again,
I did
because
use
you've
mica
got-
on the front,
There's
too.
the mica on Santa's beard. Here's that tissue paper stuff that you really.
yep. And the Tim Holtz
I
flowers.
never thought of clumping it up like that, Elishia. And she's got a little memo pin.
Lots of hearts, Elishia.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's really, everybody loves it.
Thanks.
Fantastic.
Thank you, thank you.
Awesome.
Okay, what do you want to look at next? This one?
Sure.
Sorry, I was reading a comment.
Oh, you're okay.
I have like one line. Everybody, sorry if I miss your comments. I can only read like one line at a time today.
So-
They changed something on our phones. Okay.
This book, I think I was maybe a little lazy and didn't want to do the hooks or worry about binding it or whatever. So I just punched some holes and I just tied some twine in there just
But
to.
that's good to show. 'Cause
Yeah,
That's a
I
whole
just
other
made it
way
easy.
of doing it. No one's
And it,
done that.
it doesn't
before.
open and close the easiest, but it doesn't matter. And I think this is an old Prima line. I can't remember what it was called, and I'm usually good at remembering that.
I think it was, I remember that from the Duray show. I think that came out.
Pumpkin.
I remember showing it in the dark when we didn't have electricity one
That's
time.
right.
So these are the 49 in Market frames, stitched frames. Yep, I love those. I use those a lot. And same thing, these are all copies of old pictures. They're all copies.
Speaking of mica, what do you store your sprays in? I'm reading it as
Mica sprays.
your mica. How do you store your sprays, Elishia?
Well, you can't come look at my craft room because it's a disaster.
Are
so-
they like sitting on a shelf or in piles like mine, maybe?
Maybe I do have like a big round tray that I just set them all in. I'm not picky about it. It's really a mess.
Well, it is a treasure to have the old family photos.
It is. Yep.
It makes me want to go look at my mom's picture box and see what's in there and maybe get them out and make a project.
Yeah. Yep.
We have the spray tin.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you. Diane is a savior. All right, here's an answer about the spray question. Tim Holtz has designed a spray storage tin, and your bottles sit in the tin just like that, and it holds 12. And you can set it up, you can stack them, and it's only $11.99, which I thought was pretty good.
Yeah, that might help keep me organized.
And those frames, I want to show those, Elishia, because
Yep.
you do have a lot of them in this book.
Yep,
They're
I
from
love
49
those.
and Market. They're the stitched rectangle frames or square frames, and they're $6.49. And you get, looks like you get 6 in this package here.
And I probably have all of them. And then some.
Well, they're nice. They're nice to highlight, like on this page right here. That's all.
Yep.
You really need that and embellishment. And
Yep. Yeah, I use them quite a bit.
Becky's going to make one. See, you've already inspired people. Isn't
Good.
that cool?
Yeah, this is just easy. If I will admit, I do usually buy the whole collection of whatever project I'm working on, just because I want everything to kind of sort
To
of match.
That's a really good tip.
Yep. I buy all the ephemera, I buy all the paper, but these, it's just an easy size. It was just easy to put it together.
So this is 8 by 8.
I think it is
Probably
8 by
about
8.
8 by
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, and look at the
Yeah.
back. Huh.
Yep. Most of
my
these pictures
gosh.
in this book had my mom in them, so I made this one for my mom.
Oh,
Yeah,
then-
and I did.
then
See, I did
check
it last
this out.
year,
It's
so.
a good idea to sign or put a
Yep.
note in your albums. That's a good way to do it
Yeah.
right there, Elishia. I like that.
Thank you.
All right. Do you want to
Should we
show?
do
Yeah,
this
let's
one?
show that one.
So this one is a more recent one that I did. Same thing. It was pretty simple, actually. I did the Simple Stories. Is it Lemon Twist?
Lemon Twist, and it
Yeah.
looks like you used a flip album.
Yep, and I used a flip album. I love these.
And that album is the black and white check.
Yep, and we do have it. It's over there on the other table. Yep. I absolutely love this line, love the colors, and I knew as soon as I saw it, I wanted black and white pictures. So all of these, none of my pictures are in any order, or, I mean, they'll see some where the kids are little, they're older. I just do it because I like it. There's no thought.
The art of it.
Yeah,
maybe?
there's no really thought behind it. I just pick whatever picture I think looks the best on the page.
Oh my gosh, Elishia, that's... Well, this was my favorite summer collection.
I loved it.
I love seeing it made up like this.
Yep, I loved it. And I do kind of mess around with different page sizes. I do like this size of page better just because I like to embellish quite a bit. But I did throw in some other sizes in this one too. So, but I just love this line.
And those
it's so
pages
cute.
are 6 by 8. All the snap albums and the flip albums from Simple Stories are 6 by 8.
Yep.
Well, there is a 4 by 6 flip one, but most
Yeah.
of them are 6 by 8.
Those are hard to embellish. I feel like they're really cute,
You
but
put your photo on it, and you're like, oh, what? I don't have any room now.
Yep, I love this. Yep.
And Elishia does a lot, looks like with foam tape, where she pops things up.
Yes.
Like this is popped up here.
Yep, lots of dimension.
Look at those chairs, those metal
I
chairs.
know, isn't that cool?
It is.
And then these, I used my decal, my Tim Holtz decal trimmer, and trimmed out these copies of photos, and then I did the black paper just to pop it a little bit.
So if you're interested in the decal trimmer, give us a call. It's out of stock right now, but when it comes back in, we'd love to hold one for you.
Yeah, I love the decal trimmer.
So all of these you trimmed with your decal trimmer?
I
All the
did.
copies? Oh, that looks great.
On the days that I feel not creative,
That's what
that's
you do.
what I do. Yeah, and this one, so this one I cut out and then I just rounded the corners with a little corner rounder.
So there's lots of different options you can do.
Yeah. Yep, I try to mix it up a little bit.
Very cute. Oh my gosh, look at that picture. There's a convertible in the
Not
background.
funny, I know.
Where'd you get your pictures? Like, did just your family have them? Is that?
Yes, most of them my grandma actually had at her house, and when she moved, I kind of hoarded them. So I take very good care of them, and that's why I'm really careful not to use the original photos, because I want to be able to keep the originals for my family.
Yeah, it looks nice. Very cool.
Thank you.
And I
And that's the
noticed you
last
added
page
the
right there.
doilies, and we do have
Yes,
doilies.
yep.
We have the larger size like this and the little ones.
Yep, I love doilies. I use them quite a bit. Yep, I use them quite a bit.
I remember my grandma had a dress about like that.
I know, isn't it cute?
Yeah, very neat.
All right,
All
so
right.
that was that one. You want to keep
Yes,
going?
yes, of course. I think everybody wants you to keep going, Elishia. This is also
So
amazing.
this is another one, and I used most of the base paper on this one is it the Reminisce? It's right.
This.
Yeah. Yep. I love, love, love,
So she
love
used
this paper.
the Elizabeth Craft Designs Reminisce. Book 2 is what she used this
I
book here, or did
I
you
may
use
have
some
used
of both?
I may have used paper from both.
So this
yeah.
is book 2, and there is a book 1 also, and it's all the papers come in like a text weight and a cardstock weight.
Yep.
So there's 64 sheets, and it's $28.99.
Yep.
And you kept them the same size, like looks like they're approximately
Yes.
8 by 10 or 8.5
I
by
did.
11.
Yep. I did keep them the same size. And the same thing on some of them, like on the front cover, I did use chipboard to cover it,
Okay.
just to make it a little bit more sturdy, but the back pages are not chipboard. They're just
Oh,
the actual heavier
the
cardstock
extra-
out of there.
okay.
Yep. So same, this one, I just ripped a page out of an old book. And some of this stuff, I do get my little ring binders for some projects. But this is just old stuff. I mean, I think I
Well,
probably got it at a,
Okay, you're a little younger than me, but I remember we had hair ties that looked kind of like this that we used to tie in our hair.
yep, yep. So this is just something I probably got at a, I don't know, a flea market or something like that. But same thing, I've got the frames again from
There's
the
those
49
frames.
market.
They
Yep,
really
and the
do
little
a
clip.
lot.
Yeah. Yep. And then I did put a little doily back there. And I really do sand. I sand, I tear. Sometimes I tear on purpose, and sometimes it's an accident. Depends. So that's the
An
front
accident.
cover. Yeah.
It's like Chris's project. She tore it and then she just kept tearing. the
Yeah.
rest of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So same thing. These are all copies. So you can see how good they actually copy. And I did some little pockets
Yeah,
and flips.
flips open.
Yep.
And there she's got some tags that pop out. Or
Yep, and
maybe
this
they
is
don't
just an
pop
old,
out.
nope, these don't
They
pop
do-
out.
Oh, that's an envelope.
It's an envelope, yep, but I put some old lace in there, and you can slide something in the little pocket if you want to. And then I do little things here and there, like the C on there is for, my grandpa's name was Clark. So there's little things that I add, little touches that I add that are a little bit more personal, like this one
Oh
on the
my
back. Isn't that
gosh.
cute?
That's your grandpa?
This is my aunt.
That's your aunt?
This is my Aunt Chris, but this is my grandpa in that picture.
Okay.
Yep. And
Yeah,
same
I like
thing.
how you tore the corner there.
Yep. And little pockets. I just recently started sewing. That's not my big thing, but I'm getting there.
And someone has a question they want to know about on the front of your book. Did you color the doily on the front?
I did. I used gathered twigs and pumice stone.
Oh, so you used a couple colors.
Yep.
So gathered twigs
Yep.
and pumice stone.
Yep.
From
This
Tim
was just a
Holtz.
white doily. Yep. That I used ink on. And whatever blending tool you have. Yep. And then this page, I wanted to make this look like a grocery sack.
Decal trimmer.
Yep. Yep. And then just the little corner rounder, or the whole half of the hole punch. And then this is actually an actual receipt. They owned a grocery store in Bradford, Iowa.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
That's so neat.
So that's why, and I did the Tim Holtz silverware.
Oh, that's really
Yep,
neat.
just
That's
glued
so
it all on
special
there.
and meaningful.
Yeah.
Someone wants to know what you do with your original photos, Elishia.
I keep them in a box at home. I mean, they're all organized, but I keep them.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have them. I just keep them in a box for right now, like a photo box. I don't have them organized in any special way right now.
And then someone asked about your pages, and I assume you just have inked them.
Lots of ink.
Lots of distress ink.
I love gathered twigs. Yep. Gathered twigs is my favorite.
So get a re-inker along with the ink pad.
oh,
if
I have
you're-
several. Yes. Yes, yes.
Donna loves the software, and I do too.
Yeah, that's cute.
So you got some more frames,
Yep.
and this looks like a paper bag.
Yep, this is just a paper bag that I folded in half, cut some holes, and I just tied some baker's twine through the middle. Yep. I think this
Oh my
one,
gosh, it's so
that
cute.
one comes out too, I think, but yep.
I think our customers, our Facebook people are loving this.
Oh, good, thank you.
Oh, that's wallpaper. Oh my gosh, very nice. Very, very cool.
I think this was one of Tim's, like a,
He has a die.
yeah, like a doily.
die.
Yep,
And that Lucky Charm looks like one of his things
Yep.
too.
it sure is.
And those little tiny paper clips are from Tim Holtz.
Yep.
I love how you've got green on the tag and then you've got green on the clover. That's really
Yep.
neat.
Try to tie it together. Yep.
And there's a memo pin. And I recognize the bird.
Yep. Tim Holtz.
I never thought about taking that paper pack and just using it to make an album. So
Yeah.
everyone, if you're just joining us, this album that Alicia's showing is made from this Reminisce paper pack from Elizabeth Craft Designs.
Yep. I love that paper. Same thing. This is
Oh.
Tim Holtz too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I think right like over here, see, I just cut off part of the frame and used it over here.
Oh my gosh.
So you don't have to use it just
so
as a
many
frame.
ideas here, Elishia.
Yeah.
That's what, and the hearts are flowing.
Thanks.
They love it.
A little bit of stamping, a little bit of stenciling, all of the above, kind of.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I love these new frames. These are so cute.
We have a lot of those in stock, and
Yep.
we've used them on several projects. Maggie used them on her Halloween project. Sharon says so many great ideas, so little time. Isn't that the truth?
That's why I have a room and I can just make a mess and walk away and then come back to it
Do
when I
you
have
work
time.
on more than one project at a time?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I have a hard time focusing or I get frustrated and something's not working right, so I walk
Go do
away
something
and
else.
yeah. Yep, same thing. This is just like a little paper sack and I stuck the little tickets out of it.
There's a little envelope.
Yep. And I just love the Tim Holtz stamps.
The
Those are my
Stitches
favorite.
stamps.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites
Yep.
too.
That one I haven't finished the back and haven't signed yet, so. Yep.
Very,
So that's
very
that one.
beautiful. And you've got one more
Thanks.
album to show?
If you want to, sure.
Yeah,
We can
yeah.
flip through this one quick. This one, I'm not going to lie, I can't remember what the base was, but I feel like it was,
It looks like a little album to start with.
it was, yeah, but I can't remember what brand it was. But it was definitely a thicker
okay.
cards. I would say more like,
It could have been, I don't know. It's
I know,
okay.
I can't remember either. Same thing, Tim Holtz frames, and the, what is the silk ribbon stuff that he has that I just,
that you can dye.
Yep,
You
I
can
dye all that
crinkle
with,
and dye.
yep.
And it looks like you've got some crackle.
Yep,
paste
got
on
some
the
crackle.
front.
Yep. And I will say this one, like I try to use like these buttons here that I put on here. These are actually buttons that came out of my grandma's big button stash. So
Oh, gosh.
yeah. And then I filled this out. I put the label here, but that's my grandma's handwriting because I wanted her to go through this book and write on it who was in what picture. So
Well-
Harold and Cleta are my grandparents, which is her parents. So but that's in my grandma's handwriting.
Oh, my gosh. Well, and
Yeah.
that's important, everyone, to get those pictures
Yeah.
labeled while you can.
Yep, for sure. Yep. So this book I did a little bit more flat surfaced. I didn't really pop up a lot. I did use all the Tim Holtz tape to kind of bind around all the edges and
Lots of
stuff
washi
like that.
tape. We love that.
Lots of Tim Holtz paper, washi tape, ephemera. Yeah.
We have lots of guesses coming in on the album base.
Oh.
It depends on how long you've had it. If you've had it a while, we've got somebody guessed Graphic 45. Somebody
You know what? I
guessed
think it was
49 at Market.
I think it was Graphic 45. Yeah, I think maybe it was a Graphic 45. Yeah.
There's that grocery store
Yep.
again.
So this was the
there's
grocery
actual
store. So
grocery
this is the
store.
actual grocery store. Yep.
Yeah, these are wowzers, Alicia. You probably
you.
don't realize how amazing your projects are because you're so used to it, you know. And but everybody is loving it, and
Thank you.
we're all a little jealous. At least I am.
Yeah.
I'd love to have some stuff like this.
Thanks.
Dawn and Betty. Lots of frames,
Yeah.
lots of washi tape.
Yep. I love the frames.
Karen just said these are awesome. The hearts are just pouring in.
Thank you. Thank you. I love it.
Very cool. Now, Elisa's shown us what, 5 albums? 5 albums,
Yep.
but don't go away because she's got a lot of other mixed media projects. Do you want to show us? Well, I don't know
Sure.
where to start. You want to just start maybe with the Halloween? Is this the shrine here?
Yes, that's my Halloween shrine. I like very grungy Halloween.
It looks just like a Tim Holtz maker
Yep.
project. She's got the toadstools in here. And Alicia, I want to let everybody know that the Tim Holtz ideology for Halloween is supposed to arrive today. And they had big delays, and Tim even apologized and tried to explain it on his video. But we should be getting it today.
And I'm going to stay and hang out until I can get it.
Alicia's going to stay. We're hoping it comes before she has to leave. All right, so
Lots of grunge. I mean, I just, I use a lot of alcohol ink, a lot of texture paste. I'm not afraid to grunge anything up.
And you'll notice these found relatives for Halloween, they're kind of popped up. She's got a frame back there, and then they're like popped up.
Yep.
We've got Hocus Pocus, a little skull. Very cool. And tell us about this big one, Alicia.
So
'cause
this
that's,
one, I love making these.
oh, she just lit it up.
Yep, I kind of just like to make them look like, I don't know, like a spooky old house or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I just layer and layer and layer. And this is one of the projects that if I'm not feeling creative, I just I'll dye all my little jars.
So kind of make all your pieces.
Yep,
And then,
make all my little pieces and get them all done and then kind of sit and work to put it together.
Alicia, I'm so glad that Dawn asked you to come in today. This
Thanks.
stuff is amazing. I mean,
I was kind of nervous. I don't share my stuff that often.
don't be nervous. It's amazing.
Thank you.
And that like portrait of the owl above the
Yeah.
fireplace.
I try to find
It's
like one
hilarious.
focal point, like one thing that I really like, that I'm really drawn to, and then kind of work around it.
Someone's just mentioning the Halloween ideology. It's really cool. And those are the tiny lights that come from Tim Holtz.
Yep. And I did alcohol ink those. I didn't want them bright white. They're just the regular white lights.
I wanted to ask you that.
Yep.
I wondered if they were the Halloween ones, but they're bright white.
Yep, they're just the regular ones, but I just used mushroom alcohol ink. I use mushroom alcohol ink on almost everything. And I use those to color them.
Now, if you like projects like this, we do have a kit for a big etc. tag that Maggie designed, and it's got the lights and it's got a lot of little fun little Halloween-y things on it. But I'm going to zoom in here, Elishia, because look at all the details. There's things in here, you'd have to study this for quite some time and you would see more and more things.
And I don't just use Halloween stuff for it too. A lot of that stuff is just everyday stuff that you can make look like Halloween.
I want to make sure I haven't missed any.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look at everything else. Oh, speaking of tag, here's an
some
etc.
other
tag.
Yep, there's an etc. tag, and this is just some more Halloween stuff. Well,
so do you display all these together then, Elishia?
I do.
for Halloween?
I have some old crates, and I kind of set them up and display them inside the old crates that I have at my house.
Well, especially if you enjoy making them, and then you can
Yeah.
enjoy them on display.
Yep. And then here's another big tag.
I
See
like
that
how
one
you got
okay?
the little box on there.
Yep.
And see, I have not seen people use this stuff very often.
Oh, I love it.
So I love seeing how you've either just kind of crumpled it there,
Yep.
or you have strung it across as like a ribbon border.
Yep. I love that stuff. I use it for Halloween and for Christmas a lot.
I'm trying to remember if that's coming out, if he's got a new.
I don't remember.
I can't remember either. I hope so.
I know. So here's another Halloween one that I did.
Okay, now everybody, that is a cutting board.
Yep, it's just an old cutting board, yep. And this is actually a picture of my great-grandma.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so not just my grandma, but yeah, my great-grandma.
And this ribbon, this web is actually a ribbon, but did you put something on it, Elishia, to make it kind of shiny or paint it or something?
I may have painted it.
I wonder
Or
if you
sprayed
did.
it. I think I
Maybe you
sprayed it. I sprayed it. Mm-hmm.
Well, who would have thought to get out a cutting board and decorate that?
Yeah.
Julie says Tim would be proud of you.
Aw, thanks. And here was a fall one that I did. Same thing. It was just a cute picture, and I kind of just wanted to highlight that picture. So this one I didn't really grunge up as much.
Oh, there's a radio flyer.
Yep. Yep. Same thing with
And
that
here's
one.
a little one. Oh my gosh.
But instead of having all these old cutting boards laying around my house, I figured I'd just
Well, I think
something
I'm
with
going to be
them.
looking for cutting boards now.
Yeah, right?
Because
they
that's a
cute?
great surface.
Yeah. This was one of Tim Holtz's old clipboards. Same thing, Tim Holtz frame and ephemera. The silk ribbon. This button actually was something that I found in my grandma's button stash.
That is a button.
That is a button.
Oh my gosh.
I know, isn't it gorgeous?
Yes.
And that's my grandma. Her name's Betty, so that's why she calls herself Beautiful Betty.
Beautiful Betty, I love it. So that's a little clipboard.
Yep, little clipboard. And then I did some more. These are the Tim Holtz
I think they're the
vignette boxes.
Vignette boxes.
Yep, and some of these frames just fit perfect around there.
I did not know the frames fit so perfectly.
Yes, they do. Yep. Yep, so same thing, that's my grandma. And this paper, oh gosh, I don't remember. It's from here. It's one of the, I think you still have some of it over there. I should have picked some up. But it's so cute. It just has that retro feel to it, and it just fit perfectly with this picture.
And you got the little silverware in there.
Yep.
And that's so cute. I like her expression.
Yeah. So I make
Very
these a
cute.
lot of times as gifts for family and friends and stuff like that.
Elishia, I didn't know
here's
that
one
the
more.
frames fit. Oh my gosh, and that frame
Yeah,
fits
that frame fits
perfectly?
perfect. Yep.
Oh my word, I had no idea. That
Yeah.
is really neat.
And if you notice back over here, that's a vignette box on the side with the same frame. I just cut the bottom off to make it look like a fireplace.
Oh, okay. So there's another vignette box that she made the fireplace out of.
Yep. And then I just cut the bottom off.
Was it hard to cut off? Did you
No,
use
I just use my Tim
your
Holtz.
strong scissors?
Yep. My good Tim Holtz. Yep. Scissors.
Very cool.
Yep. So same thing. This is another one I made as a gift. It's got the grocery store paper on the sides. But they make just little nice gifts for people.
They do.
Yep.
We have a question. Do you have any
Sure.
ideas? Have you done anything with old rolling pins?
Ooh, no, I haven't.
But you guys need to see her expression because
I got my brain working.
her mind is going now.
Yeah. So, and then this one too. This was just a cute little tag.
That's another etc. tag from Tim Holtz.
Yep, I love them.
Well, and Elishia, if it's okay with you, we'll take some pictures and post
Sure,
them for
absolutely.
people so they can get a better look after the video.
Yep, absolutely, no problem. And then I think just this one last little one. This was just a really old picture. I can't lie. It's someone from my family. I don't even know who it is, but
it's somebody from
It's
your
cute.
family. But
Yep.
I have to say, you have a
Yeah.
lot of known relatives. You don't
Yes.
have the unknown relatives
Yes.
like Tim Holtz. You have a
Yes.
lot
I
that
like
you've
them
been
to be
able to
known.
identify.
Yep.
And it's been really amazing,
Thank you.
Elishia. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
I'm going to post pictures of Alicia's things, and then I'm going to buzz around here, because here are some of the frames that Elishia used from Tim Holtz, and there's the vignette boxes from Tim Holtz Ideology, and the etc. tags, and we do have one size bigger in those also. And here's some of the flair. And I don't know, Elishia, if you were kind enough to go gather some of this stuff just so people could see some of the different things you could use.
Diane helped me.
But if you come on in, we can help you get started. Here's a pack of the paper doilies from Doodlebug that Elishia had used and had inked up. You'd never know they were these white doilies. So Elishia, thank you so much. That was really nice of you to come in and share today, and everyone loved it.
Thanks for having me.
And viewers, thanks for being here today, and we'll be back tomorrow. And I have no idea what we're doing tomorrow, but I'm going to go put it on our calendar, and we can find out there if you want to. And there's Elishia's projects. So have a crafty day, and thank you so much. We will post pictures here in a little bit.